Alright guys, this is Shaun Campbell 2.0. I'm here at the fitness center. I'm here with the OG himself, Mike Jackson. So let's bring him over here. Do you want to bring the chair?
Yes.
Chair?
The old man bring the chair in.
Yeah. I'm almost getting to that point where I'm calling myself the old man too. Let's just change the camera angle here a bit. So this is Mike Jackson. He's the OG. He's been around the IDFA events since, I think,
The conception.
Since the conception, like 2005. And at first, we didn't know what to think of the guy, because that was back in the day when bodybuilding used to be nice and quiet. I don't know if you remember. It used to be nice and quiet, but then you'd hear Mike yelling out, and the name we always heard was, "Let's go, Frank!"
Yes.
Or whatever.
Frank Apuzzo.
Let's go. Yeah. So I think that was your first athlete you ever brought to the IDFA show.
Yes.
So you'd hear him yelling, and at first I didn't know what to think of it, because I was so used to traditional bodybuilding. Everyone was kind of quiet and reserved.
Yeah.
But then over time you realize, okay, this is what brings energy to the sport.
Yeah.
Right? That's the excitement. And so now even if we see my show, it's like, come on, Mike, be louder.
Louder.
Like we encourage them.
Like that is possible.
We're like, listen to Mike yelling here. Everyone, come on, you like some guy or some girl on the show, cheer.
Yeah.
So now it's like standard. But before it was like, I was like, okay, where's that guy going crazy? But I didn't know about that at first, right? So I'm like, who's that guy? He's like loud, man. Like, and I'm not used to this. I used to go to the shows, maybe in the States or whatever, and those shows are quiet.
Quiet.
Maybe not anymore, but back in like 2005, it was quiet.
Yeah.
Like you could almost hear a pin drop. Like
Right.
you hit the pose and you'd hear this.
Yeah. And then here comes Mike Jackson. I was beating on chairs. I was jumping and screaming. I was hollering.
Back then it was like over the top, right?
Oh, yeah.
People would all look like almost like,
Yeah.
it's crazy, right?
I got some complaints too. Some people thought I was too loud.
But now it's come to the point that Mike is like a staple of the shows. It's like, if he's not there, you're like, where the hell's that guy going crazy? Because that's called energy.
Yep.
And we want energy. We want to feel like you're at a competition.
Right.
We're not at a freaking library here, right? So that's this is Mike Jackson. This is the guy that you hear. If you're ever at an IDFA event and you hear a guy going crazy, he's the guy.
This is man. Been a coach since 1988.
Holy shit.
Been putting people in shows ever since.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So that's like over 30 years.
Yeah. 1988, man.
What was your first show, if you remember? Like, what was the first show you got?
The first show used to be the OPA. What did it? I can't remember what it was called then. The OPA. And it used to...
There was something before OPA? Because I know OPA, the CPA, the IFA.
Yeah, the OPA was the first one, but it used to be called something, I think, even before the OPA.
Oh, shit.
And that used to be Leon Eastman. I know if you remember Leon Eastman. Was the very first...
pro now.
Yep, he's an IFBB pro, but he was the very first person I put in a show that must have been 88 or 89.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I went with him, just with him. I trained for about 5 years and was going to every show with him. And then we went to the Real Natural, which was the IDFA we started doing. And then we started with Frank Apuzzo. And then there was all there's Winston, there's Vaughan.
Oh, and
there's Michael Kalamichi.
Michael Kalamichi.
Maybe pronouncing his name wrong, don't kill me,
Mike.
Mike.
The younger guy who was like he was a young guy at the time, then you got the one who became a good poser.
Christian. Christian. Fernando,
Fernando. He's a really good poser.
Yeah.
Him, but at first he was like just like the young buck, like hanging out with the guys, and he was just one.
Actually, he was like 18, 19 when he did his first show.
Started, but then as he progressed, he got pretty good at posing, especially. Right?
So at first I was just known for putting bodybuilders into show, which is guys, and then I started bringing the girls. Don't even remember who the first girl were. Oh, don't remember. But anyway, then it switched over from mostly bodybuilding to mostly female competitors. Now I'm coming back strong on the bodybuilding.
Because over time, like the bodybuilding, like there was a peak when bodybuilding was really strong, maybe about 5 years ago, or even
those golden years.
The golden years,
man.
And then things like the sports evolved or changed a bit, and bodybuilding is not as strong, but apparently
and then the physique guys came out and they were getting popular.
Yeah, men's physique and women's bikini. So it became like physique and bikini became really popular.
So back in the day, the competition was like maybe 90% male.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then it went to a stage where it became 90% female.
Like when I first started, it was just men's bodybuilding and basically women's figure. And you had women's bodybuilding, but it was kind of small, but it was basically, the big draw was the women's figure and the men's bodybuilding. But men's bodybuilding was the big one.
Well, actually called female bodybuilding, not even figure.
Actually, we might not have had figure at first.
Yeah, figure is a recent thing. It was female bodybuilding.
Well, I know when I first started about 1999 or something, not running an organization, but competing, it was just like, it was only men's bodybuilding. You had the odd female, and women's fitness. You know, they did the routines?
Right.
Fitness and men's bodybuilding, and that's it. And it was very serious. That's why I was so used to it being so quiet.
Yeah.
Because it was very competitive, very serious back then.
Yeah.
There was no fun element to it.
The stage.
You came to compete, and that's it.
That's it.
But now, obviously, things have changed, and there's more of a fun element to the show.
The different stages bodybuilding and the fitness industry went through, the evolution, the changes, the categories that came about.
I remember when first bikini came around, I was like, we can't have that. But now it's like the biggest draw,
division,
the biggest draw of them all, right? But at first, it just, because you're such a traditionalist in bodybuilding, it was about building the body, and you want to build as big as you can. And then bikini made no sense, but now it makes sense, because it makes the sport more for everyone, right?
Right, and not only that, in the beginning of bikini competitors, the women didn't even hit weights back then. They cardio, they look basically like a model.
Basically a swimsuit competition on a bodybuilding stage.
Right, and then
people didn't really like it.
Right.
And even the judges didn't even know what to do. Like, how do I judge this?
It was almost like a beauty pageant.
Yeah.
And now it become very serious.
Nice
girls are fit. The girls are now very super fit.
Sweeps.
Yeah.
So it's become a sport. Just like bodybuilding.
It's become big. It's like the biggest division now is actually female.
I would say
bikini
across the world for sure.
Yeah.
And then men's physique. Yeah, so men's physique is big. I know when it first came out too, I wasn't sure I thought about that at all. Because people, we all kind of fight change, right? So at first it was like, what's this? But now it totally makes sense, right?
Yeah. So when is your next show?
Oh, from a guy who says he's a little shy on camera, he's like right here. So the next show, July 9th, well, the next live show is the Vaughan Fitness Expo. So the show's in Vaughan, so it's right near here. So if you're in the Toronto area, it's basically GT area, Vaughan. So come out to the show, it's July 9th, go to idfa.ca for more info on that. We'll have the IDFA International Championships, which has all the levels. It's gonna have the Transformation Challenge, we're gonna have all kinds of booths and exhibitors and all that kind of stuff. So it's gonna be quite the event.
It will be exciting. We'll be bringing two competitors out of this world. Well, Kenny is bringing one of her girls, which is something special and excited. You want to be there for this one. And then I'm actually coming out of retirement for this one.
That's what I heard.
This is how excited I was. Yes. The last couple of years I've been sitting low on the bodybuilding stage especially. And because there was no one worthy of my attention, I should say, to come out. But this guy is something special. He's a freak. Trust me, come see this guy. You won't be disappointed. He's excited. He's something special, and I'll be bringing him to this show. And he'll be changing the face of the natural bodybuilding world. You won't be disappointed. It will be exciting.
Yeah, and then another thing is we're gonna have a workshop here, the very first workshop in a long time.
Yeah.
I haven't had a workshop, like a live workshop since 2019, since all the craziness happened. So this will be our first live workshop. It's gonna be at the Fitness Center in Toronto, right here at the Mike Jackson's gym.
It's 32 Colville Road, Toronto, Ontario, or 32 Colville Road, North York. Either one of those is
how do we find you on Instagram? Is that?
The Fitness Center 1.
Yep. It's easy to find. So I'll put that up here anyways, and I'm going to start promoting the workshop. So it's going to be Saturday, April 1st. I'm going to put all the details up on the site here, on my site, idfa.ca, all through social media. We're going to have a posing workshop. We're going to have like a meet and greet for to come meet me and the IDFA and learn more about the IDFA. I'm also going to do a little pop-up shop. So I'll have some IDFA clothes, some Workout Warrior clothes.
The Warrior will be here?
Yeah. If you guys don't know about the Workout Warrior, I was a little hesitant, but then Mike say, "No, what, man? You gotta have him here."
You gotta be here.
So I'm gonna bring the Workout Warrior. So just come on out. If you come out to the event, you don't even have to come out to the workshop itself. If you want to do the workshop, register for that, but you don't. So come on out, meet the Workout Warrior, meet myself. I'm gonna have a pop-up shop selling all the clothes and everything like half price. So I'll put that up on the site and everything too. And yeah, it's gonna be a blast. Come support the IDFA. Let's get this shit back where it used to be.
Used to be, man.
Because back in the day, these shows used to be nuts.
Yeah. And you were the original.
And
you started this thing. You started the Natural Federation.
Oh, yeah, back in 2005, when I started, it was probably with, I think the only other one was Fame was doing it, and then Fame was slowly fading off.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember the Muscle Manias and Fame and stuff. They were slowly fading off, and I came out of nowhere, and people were like, who the hell's this guy? And it progressively just blew up. At my peak, it was huge. And so we want to get back there.
Yeah.
We got to reinvent ourselves. So that's why we got stuff like the Workout Warrior. We're making the shows more than shows. So that's why I started calling it the Expo. Because I want it to be bigger than just a show. Because what we're missing is all the energy and the excitement. I want you to walk in that lobby area or the Expo area and say, holy shit, the energy's nuts. So we're going to have a live DJ and all that stuff on July 9th. July 9th is our first chance at taking shows to the next level. So I want you guys there. April 1st is the workshop here. This is Mike Jackson.
I'll be bringing some of my best competitors.
Yes, he'll be at the workshop, and you may get to meet this freak he's talking about. And that's April 1st, Saturday at the fitness center. We'll see you guys there. I think that's about it. Unless you got any final words or anything.
No, that's about it. But as I said, I think it's important that on July 9th, that people come out to see this show. This will be something special. It will be one of the best shows in a long time, in a very long time. It's long coming.
Yeah,
so come on out, support IDFA and Shaun Campbell.
Let's do it. And I forget what I was going to say. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, mention Bells of Steel is a silver sponsor. So I don't know if you heard of Bells of Steel. They're like a fitness equipment company. They're sponsoring the Expo. They're sponsoring the IDFA show at the Expo on July 9th. So that's exciting news. So Bells of Steel, thanks for all your support. And again, thanks for checking out the video. We're out of here. We'll see you there.